What's up, nerds? I'm the Renegade Cactus, but you can call me whatever you want. Welcome to Hellclock. I was already in the menu of this game, and then I decided to close it and start it up again for the beginning of this song. Like, this music is awesome. Welcome to the demo of Hellclock. Now we're gonna... Oh yeah, it says, welcome to the demo of Hellclock. You're limited to the 17th floor of the first arc. That's okay. Save file is compatible with the full version. Ooh, nice. If you hate timers, relaxed mode completely removes the time mechanic from the game. Ooh, that is nice. Alright, we're gonna create a new save data. We're gonna go softcore. I do not care for hardcore characters in games at all. So softcore makes it a like roguelike. Hardcore makes it a hardcore run where if you die, you go down. Allow pause. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty cool. Just making it easier for people to just enjoy the game instead of just having to be immediately good at it. It's a work of fiction based on real events in the Cactus massacre, 1896 to 1897. Gotta be honest, I've never heard of them, but that's on me, I guess. Or rather, because I would assume that's... where was this game made? Damn it. But yeah, it's not parts of history that I usually would learn about. Alright, so the voice acting, I think is in Portuguese, if I remember correctly. So there are subtitles, and I will try sometimes to read them. But generally, if there's voice acting in the game, I usually don't. Alright, so we got a shot.
Deus me acuda, socorro!
Filhote do cão, deixa a dona em paz.
Alright. This game looks gorgeous. Definitely looks gorgeous. It is very much like... It feels inspired by stuff like Diablo, Path of Exile, stuff like that. It also kind of reminds me of Raven's Watch, which I love to play. Mostly because I can't play it with the controller. I mean, newer Diablo games you can also play with the controller. Whatever, let's talk to the old woman.
Você é o relojoeiro. Temo que a sua chegada tenha sido tarde demais. O anticristo arrebatou nosso bom conselheiro. Precisas resgatá-lo.
Beautiful voice acting. Also, the Antichrist?
Casa do conselheiro. Como é possível estar aqui?
Alright, so we go down the cellar door. It's based on real events, but sprinkled in a lot of the supernatural, which, let's face it, probably haven't happened like that, but you never know. Alright, as is pretty much custom to this point, I've already seen a video of this game. But also I watched like the very beginning. It's I don't know a whole lot about this game. I just know that I can destroy a lot of stuff. Okay. So we do have a regular attack currently. Let's use the mouse for that. We got a regular attack, which is single target, basic revolver shot, restores 15% of maximum mana on hit. Then we got the split shot, which uses mana, base damage 60%, but shoots multiple bullets in a cone. Especially strong against nearby enemies. Probably if you just hit one enemy with multiple hits, then it just deals more damage. Alright, and now we can choose quick trigger for our our split shot, which would increase skill speed, efficient reload, decrease mana cost by X, 10%. Oh, okay. I would assume this means additive, this means multiplicative. As in, skill speed 16% of the base. And if I got this again, it would be another 16% of the base. While multiplicative means every single time I get that, it's 10%, minus 10% of the current thing. I think. Or we just go damage. I think we just go with less mana. And I mean, I've already said it. I will say it again. This game looks gorgeous. And the music? This, like... the current music kind of reminds me of the intro of Dexter. It's, like, not necessarily very similar. It's just kind of really reminds me of that. Alright, we got some trinkets. Yeah. So the gear, the trinkets automatically equip. And if I find the same one or a better one of the same variety, like another one with critical hit chance, it just gives me the next one. So it just increases what that gives me. Okay, so we got plus 2.5% crit chance, we got plus 13% life, and we got cooldown speed. Here we got our stats, we got our blessings, I don't know what they are, relics, which are probably like artifacts in most games where you just equip them for a run or whatever. Ooh, trinket of power. Another golden trinket. Okay, question is, do I have a dash? I don't think so. Alright. Also, there was something about the timer. Oh yeah, top left, we do have a timer, but I don't know if that time is for the current floor, or if it's for the run itself. I would assume current floor. Hopefully. I don't know. Whatever. Alright. I mean, I don't need to destroy everything. I don't need to find all the gold. But, I mean, you know, it just makes sense. Life is low. Press to use a potion. We got 3 potions currently, and we can get more. Alright. Oh, wait. If I read this correctly, we can get 1 rare upgrade for this, 1 I would assume legendary, 3 uncommon and 4 common, like different ones. Probably. Heavy shot, let's just increase. Oh yeah, it now went to 3 instead of 4, so I can use 3 more common ones. That's interesting. Okay, we got 2 new... Wait, we got 2 new abilities. What do they do? Shadow Dash. Dash. Dash very quickly, dealing damage to enemies in your path. Always nice. And Reflexes. Summons a ring of spectral knives around the player that are automatically thrown at nearby enemies. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. The next skills and reassigned are slot. Okay, I want my dash to be an A button. I want my auto attack to be on the X button. My strong shot on B and my reflex thing. Okay. I like that they let you do that, especially that I can just do that with my... Okay, that is really cool. I don't have to do anything, they just need to be close to me. Lovely. Lovely that I can just move everything around with my controller, that I don't have to default to my mouse. This game feels like it would be amazing on the Steam Deck. And I mean, I do have a Steam Deck lying around that I recently revived, basically. Again, so I think I'll definitely try that. Okay, yeah, the spectral knives are fun as hell. I like that. I don't know how many spells or abilities there are in this game, but I really hope that there is a possibility of just going with like a I don't have to do anything kind of build. Huge fan of those. But so far, this game just... pretty much everything about it makes sense. Right? You know what I mean? I've played stuff like Diablo, of course. I've played a little bit of Path of Exile. That game was always too much for me. But just... and of course, I mean, it feels slightly familiar to me as well because I watched a video on this game. But it's just... everything so far definitely makes sense. I mean, the thing with the trinkets, that was a good thing that I just watched a video, so I immediately understood how that worked. But overall, this feels familiar enough due to me having played different games in this variety that I can just go in, I can just go in and have fun immediately and learn what the game is all about without having to learn the basics of this game. That's why I always think, like, I love games that bring in a whole bunch of new mechanics or just a completely new idea. But there is a merit in having games that just, like, are inspired by other games where the familiarity actually helps you. Where it's not just like, oh, this plays the same as the other game, but it's just like, oh, this plays the same or similar to other games. So I immediately know what to do and can enjoy the game instead of having to, like, taking the first hour or whatever to familiarize myself with what the hell the game is trying to do. Does it make any sense? What I'm trying to say is it's similar, or it's familiar in a good way. All right. Okay, so... Ooh. During reflexes, increased duration by 40%. Yes. Heightened sense. Ooh, all of those are good. And yeah, I mean, it isn't called legendary, but it is called epic. So I was right. I mean, just a longer duration sounds great. Okay. I hope that there is an ability upgrade for the knives where they just what's the word? What is the word that I'm looking for? Where they pierce. Where you just run around. I should shoot way more, right? I'm just trying to let the knives do the work, but I should definitely fight myself as well. Okay. These things, I hate crawling corpses. I remember when I was a kid, like ages ago, my neighbor back then showed me, it must have been Resident Evil 1, maybe 2, like one of the early Resident Evils, which to this, like, currently they are definitely not as creepy or what's the other word, frightening as they were back then, right? But for kid me, who was basically easily frightened, I still am. I don't watch horror games, or I don't play horror games usually. I don't watch horror movies because I'm just, you know, I'm easily frightened. But me not having, like, I think that was the first time, at least that I can think of, that I seen a horror game, or a game that is supposed to be a horror game, kinda. The concept of, ooh, there is horror for the sake of being afraid. And I just remember it was the sounds of the zombies, and the first time, like, he walked, my friend showed me the game, and he walked in somewhere and suddenly took damage, and we didn't know why until we saw, oh shit, there is a crawling corpse, like, crawling towards us. And that, I remember, oh shit, okay, that's a big corpse. And I remember that one, I don't want to say it scarred me, but holy, I was not a fan. I remember to this day how that thing shambled towards us. I mean, and you know the problem with older video games, or problem. You know the thing where in my memories it looks so much better, it feels so much more vivid. Damn it, I'm pretty sure you have to lose this first, or it's highly likely that you lose this first time. First fight against the boss. We got stats here, that's great. But yeah, in my memories, the game looked so much better than it actually looks like. I mean, Resident Evil 1, maybe 2, like I said. They are games of their time, right? This graphic style is so amazing. Time has been reset and you have returned to Mobim. You have lost all something. Kishera, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. If I pronounce it like the German way, it would be Quixera Mobim. Pretty sure that's not it.
A dona sabe onde está o arrendegado que prendeu Abade?
Que benção, Abade voltou. Mais braços na peleja sempre são bem-vindos. Que benção.
One thing that I love about the voice acting is they feel like real people. Like, I mean, all voice actors that are not AI shit, but all voice actors are real people. I get that.
Graças ao bom Deus você apareceu, compadre.
But the way...
Diabos, tu foi parar naquela gaiola, Abade.
Comerciante de Juazeiro ludibria nosso povo, retém o que nos pertence por direito.
Esse cabra não já encurtou a viagem faz tempo?
Compadre, a gente precisa dar o troco. Mas você não pode ir despreparado. Tenho equipamentos mais poderosos para você na minha mesa.
Alright, interact with the blessed table to show the shop. I will. But, I mean, there are more pauses than in real life. Like, more poignant pauses, because this is still voice acting. But it's just... the way that they talk feels or sounds like, realistic. Sounds very real. The thing is, I don't understand the language. I only understand like a few words here and there because of similar languages and stuff like that. But it's just the way maybe to someone who natively speaks that language, it still feels very like performative. But to me, the way that they talk, the way that they just pronounce and all, it just sounds very real. Especially our main character with beautiful voice like that. Beautiful deep voice. Buy the recommended gun. Rusty revolver, just plus 350 base damage. Right, that's a lot. Costs us nothing so far. Blessed gear went directly into your inventory. Those items are permanent and will remain equipped between runs. Nice. So everything not blessed just gets lost between runs. Everything blessed stays. Bring soul stones to Abade sorry, to acquire more blessed gear. Worn jacket gives us life, and worn sandals give us movement speed. We don't have any souls.
Recupere a nossa madeira e hei de restaurar o grande sino. Fé em canudos.
And from what I can tell, yeah, this is our
Até a casa do
base.
conselheiro sofreu com ódio a canudos.
This is our base of operations, and we need to restore much of this house in order to get stuff. Okay, this is definitely where our artifacts will go, or are they called artifacts? Relics. This will be our relic, like, place. I not wardrobe. It's the cupboard? No, the name evades me. Whatever. Let's open a skill book. Ooh. Select the free node with A to learn this skill. Okay, the repeater. By holding the skill button, machine gun-like fire on a single target. That sounds fun. Move learned skill with A to one of the slots below. Okay. Gather more soul stones to learn new skill. That makes it. So I would assume, since there is a 1 below that I can just upgrade these? Maximum skill level 1, it says so on the top. And it seems like there are skills that are just fixed for each act. You will always get these in Act 1 if you want them. Like, I have to buy them first. Act 2 has 6 more skills. Act 3 has 6 more skills. Yeah, we're gonna look at the other things later on. Because right now we can't get them anyway. Nope. I wanna talk to... It gave me the prompt to talk to him, but either I immediately clicked it away, or he didn't have anything to say. I'm not sure. And now we're back. But we still have our skills. That's nice. Oh yeah, by the way, our weapon is now stronger. That is fun. That is fun. So the machine gun attack is... It costs mana the longer I hold it, of course. Critical hit chance 10%. Yeah, give me. But it has, like, since I'm playing this with the controller, the game is nice enough to give me some aiming help. I don't think it will, like, just aim at every single enemy for me. But if I look in that direction, it will just aim at the closest enemy. Maybe it looked like. Which is just great. Yeah. Now I think if you just played with mouse and keyboard, which you can also do. Oh, wait, let me just show you. Okay, we got we run with WASD. We use mouse buttons Q, E, and R for our abilities, which is also a nice setup. Ooh. Skill speed. Does that mean like basically attack speed? I think so. I mean, with the amount of attack speed that we already have, I don't know if just stacking more of that makes any sense. If that's like maybe overkill, but I just wanna. It's the thing, I just wanna. And what I really want is to reduce the mana cost. But yeah, what I wanted to say is if you play with a mouse and keyboard, you probably just have to aim yourself. But with controller, I find it very nice if games have like at least some kind of aim help with the controller. Like there is something to be said about being too much help or whatever, but wait, I mean thing. Option. Gameplay. Screen shake. Player mini health bar. Nah. Play damage numbers. Oh, we could. Oh yeah, Brazilian Portuguese audio language. Oh, we could put it to English. I think, you know what? We're gonna go to English just because I want to hear it. Okay, I just wanted to check here in the options if there's a way to, like, get rid of the help. Just in case you wanted to. But I appreciate it if it doesn't. But yeah, I'm curious about how the... Yeah, no, let's go with damage. How the English voice acting sounds. Because again, the Portuguese one is beautiful. And I wonder about the English. But if I were to play this game, I mean, I will play this game more. Because that is just, this is a very intriguing and good looking game. When I play this game, I will probably keep it on Portuguese. Because I feel like in many games, just the base, the intended language, kind of, feels the most right many times. That's, I mean, I've been watching like all media that I'm consuming, or most of it in English, just because most of the media that I'm consuming is like is English, American, or whatever. Like, is in English, is what I'm trying to say. Because though I am from Austria, I do speak German as my mother's tongue. It just usually sounds so weird if stuff is translated. Alright, do I have... It seems like I have to pay for a blessing here, if I want to. Critical hit chance, +4 mana or life. Let's go with increased mana. Why not? Okay, survival. Same floor again. I do have a feeling that now I should be good to destroy the boss. Hopefully, because we have the stronger weapon, we have some upgrades. We have this strong ability, which... Yeah, if I just keep my mana up... I still have this split shot. I don't know if it was what it was called. I haven't used that in a while. And it just doesn't feel that that powerful right now. Yeah, this attack just feels right. Also, one thing that I'm very... how do I say this? One thing that seems very good for someone like me is you do have a bunch of skills that you can try or that you can use, but there is a like very finite amount of them, and it feels like the amount of skills that I've been seeing in the skill tree. I don't know if you like get any more. It seems very much easier. Like it seems easy enough. You have enough for variety, but you don't have too many to get overwhelmed, is basically what I'm trying to say. I want the faster one, but just area of effect for my knives.
My prayer
Oh!
redemption, Cactus. Could it be that the good Lord has granted me a chance for vengeance?
Okay.
If my prayers were heard, then those filthy generals shall not escape my wrath.
Again, beautiful voice. Unsure if that's... I'm pretty sure that's the same voice actor. Because the same deep and like beautiful voice. Elemental damage. We don't have elemental damage yet. So let's go with critical hit chance. But yeah, that pretty much is, like I said before, the English version to me sounds way more voice actory, which is not a bad thing. Like it is that way for a reason. Like you would not voice act the way you just talk in everyday life. Like you would not voice act. I mean I'm talking in videos. I'm talking a bit different than I would in everyday life. I mean, for one, because I'm talking in English, but just the way that I talk completely, it just changes on what I'm doing. And you would not want, usually you would not want especially in a game, to have someone just talk like they do to their friends. But it just, like I said in the beginning, the Portuguese version just sounded very much real. Of course, a bit over the top, because again, voice acting, that's how you do it. But just, I really enjoyed the Portuguese voice acting. I will probably go back to it, but I wanna hear the other characters that we know and love so far, and hear what they sound like in English. Again, I would assume that they have the same voice actors for both, because this is still an indie game. This is not a huge like project where they have hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars. I would assume that is an assumption that I'm making here. But yeah, we definitely will switch to the original sooner or later. I don't know what it is. Every time it gives me a choice or something, I immediately switch to my D-pad and nothing happens. And I'm like, oh yeah, because I still have to use my the joystick, which makes sense, right? It completely makes sense. But it's just, I instinctively wanna move the cursor with my D-pad. I don't know, I mean, I have thoughts of why that probably is. And it mostly has to do with emulation and stuff. But there are some games where it just, you can use both in menus, and the D-pad usually is just, you have more control with the D-pad. Because in some cases, the joystick just, like, kind of clicks twice, or just in different direction that you really want to. Ooh, okay, yeah, I mean, give me more crit chance. We are pretty much a glass cannon, we don't really have a whole lot of health. But just the amount of shots that we fire with this ability, with our machine gun. If some of them are critical hits, like even if a 1% critical hit chance with that would be really good. But now we are at like probably 30. So that's just a whole bunch of... No, you stay there. I'm just looking at stuff. Okay. No. No! Freaking corpses. I mean, I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of... I mean, one of my favorite games of all time is Hades. Which is, like, a similar approach to gameplay, let's just say. I was big into Diablo back then. Not so much anymore. And currently I'm playing Raven's Watch, which again, similar gameplay mechanics. So I already feel like, yes, I want to play this game. I want to play this game more and more and more. I want to experience more of this game. I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of this game so far. I don't know how lot, like, I've seen, like, I'm further than the video I've seen, or than I have watched in that video, because I didn't want to spoil myself. I saw this, was like, yep, this looks like a game I want to play. Down speed, I would assume that also works for my dash. Yeah.
I can't see a thing. I need to hurry up.
Wait, oh, our light gets slower, and yeah, I'm really bad right now because I'm just taking my time like crazy. We only have 13 seconds left. Yeah. Kill the merchant on floor 7. Yeah, that's not. Okay. At least we will see what happens when you just don't. Oh shit. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. The hell clock has run out of time. I mean, my bad, because I took way too much time, of course. But I don't like to rush through games unless I've like played them a whole lot, and then I'm like, okay, let's see how fast I can be. But that is very interesting. I wonder if the timer can increase over time.
Back here once again.
All right.
Why the long face, boy? What troubles you?
When I walk amongst the shadows, my sight begins to fade. Until the watch brings me back. This ain't God's making, surely.
Nothing here is.
No, just let me talk.
Our Canudos was the true miracle of the Backlands. Humble servants, living as kings.
Alright, like I said, I like their voice acting in both languages, but it's just... audio language. Brazilian Portuguese. Okay, I think... yeah. I mean, I can get all of them, right? Yeah. Oh wait, I should have kept some for skills. Well, my bad. Okay, let's see. I wanna
Essas casas de pocilga.
I want to kill the merchant, so
Temos lá.
I might wanna just not destroy everything and get all the money. Oh wait, I think that's some kind of loot goblin thing. Ooh, area of effect, yes please. The scavenger, yeah. Yep, that ability really helps a lot.
Irá me ajudar a acabar com os inimigos do Monte Santo.
You said something about an artifact. Beautiful ability, nice, attack speed. Yeah, right, I have no idea. He said something about this artifact should do something. Maybe he was talking about the trinkets, because they are, like, technically they are also artifacts. Who knows? Figurative power. Yeah, I wonder if I should have used the relaxed mode or not. I mean, I think I can still choose. Probably, maybe. Oh, mana cost, yes. Reduce the mana cost so I can just do this more and more, which, let's face it, pretty bullshit. As in a good way, like, feels a bit overpowered. I just said I don't need to destroy everything, but on the other hand, you know, I am greedy. Speaking of greedy, if you haven't already, you should subscribe. Maybe like this video. I haven't asked people to like a whole lot. Like, I usually ask people to subscribe, which you should. But if you enjoy this, the game, the video, both, just let me know with a like on the video. That would be nice. Speaking of nice, this game is good as hell. This game looks amazing. This game feels amazing. Brand of Learning, I would assume that increases my EXP gain. Salt, I don't really care for this, like for the dash. The dash is the only thing that I would really enjoy, or would I really want with the dash, is just to increase or decrease the cooldown. It's alive. And maybe the like how far you dash, but I'm not too keen on using my dash for damage. Although I mean it's a good thing. I don't mind it doing damage. Knife generation and throw speed. Just. Oh wait, that's not uncommon. That's magic. Interesting. The blue means magic. Okay, the survival floor once again. I mean, the game does its job very well. I already, like, I've upgraded a few things, I've found a few things. I already feel way stronger than I felt before. So so far it feels very rewarding to just keep playing. Because there are games, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but there are games where it takes quite a while, quite a few runs for you to actually feel any kind of change. Where it's like, you feel overwhelmed the first time, you feel overwhelmed the second, fifth, and maybe even the 10th time. And then at some point it starts to be like, oh yeah, I get it, okay. And now I have these abilities and they make everything not way easier, but they make everything easier and stuff like that. And here it's just, you start a new run, everything makes sense, you are a bit stronger. You start a new run, everything makes sense, you are a bit stronger. I mean, I doubt that I'll be able to, like, go to, what was it, I think this demo goes to the 17th floor, right? I'm pretty sure, like, in the first 2-3 runs, I wouldn't be able to get there. You know what, let's do this. I'm sure there will be people who will speedrun this game, and I'll be sure to watch some people speedrun this game. Just like there are people who can play through Hades, or through a Hades run on the very first playthrough. which I could never. And I technically don't even want to, because that feels like too much of a time investment to get that good. But I'm sure people will do that for this game. I can definitely see this game get quite a bit of attention. Like probably in a more niche way. But I can see like a speedrunning community, a general just community who's into, okay, you play this build if, play that build if, this build is great if you do just this and that. Know what I mean? Just, I can definitely see this game going places. And I hope it does. Because this already feels so good and so polished. I mean, just because it's a demo doesn't mean that it needs to feel unfinished or whatever, right? Not saying that, but it's just... Ooh, another scavenger. Like, this already feels like such a... This already feels so damn good. Yes. More stuff. More stuff. Okay, objects of great power. It's pretty sure that he was talking about the trinkets. Now, one thing that I wonder, since this game is like based on real events and are slightly based on real events again. Skill speed. Let's go with damage. I wonder if there's a way in-game to find like some lore where it actually talks about the real events, because it said something about a massacre. Like I said, something that I've never heard of, but that's probably like I don't know a whole lot of history in like from Southern America, from like Brazil, from Latin America, whatever. I know a bunch of history from, of course, Europe, or much rather like Austria and Germany, because of course if you if you grew up in Austria and or Germany, you learn a whole lot about the First and Second World War, because it's basically right around the corner where it happened. Like everything happened here. And then through media and all, of course I know some American history, and I mean learned a bit in the school as well. But other than that, like in a sense, why would I have learned about like the Latin American, Middle American, whatever history in like school? Because what that sounds, that's like the question itself sounded bad. I'm not in a way of why would I learn about that, but just why would we in Austria learn about that if it just does not concern us in the slightest? If and we got our, oh, it does. I think you know what I think you know where I'm going with this, right? I think you know where how I'm trying to say that. Okay, quick trigger. Nope. I don't care about this ability. But the knife generation here sounds great. So the point that I was trying to, or what? Oh shit! I'm still. Okay, I'm still not. Okay, 48 seconds. I'm just. Oh, okay. There's a boss floor, so here time stands still. That is very. What I'm trying to say is, I wonder if there is some lore that you can unlock over time. Oh. Alright, it basically immediately tells me that yes, there will be, or there is lore. Interesting. So basically it damn, it tells us the story in a
lei dos homens.
In a fantastic kind of way. So this is the first piece of the story. There was a merchant who sold the town out, kind of. Is what I'm hearing here. Okay, split shot pierces all enemies, but deals less damage for each enemy pierced. I mean, that would have been good, but I don't care for split shot right now. Double knives. We don't have double knives yet. Damage is increased by 15% of your movement speed and converted to lightning. Additionally, critical hits with double knives trigger an electric wave. Okay, that sounds interesting. Converts all repeater damage to fire and adds a 38% chance on hit to launch a grenade. Okay, wait, the repeater is this, right? Yes. Dealing 85% of repeaters damage as fire. That sounds... 38% chance on hit to launch a grenade. Again, the amount of shots that we take with that. I mean, okay, it said on hit, so I can't just shoot around or whatever. Okay, we got the wood that we needed. Oh, this is so interesting. Oh. Ooh. This is... Oh, this is beautifully grotesque, basically. Oh, there, we got some time. Nice. Okay, this is what I struck. Our time increased. Have we thrown a grenade so far? Wait, am I? Yeah, this is the repeater. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wait. We don't have that yet. Is the thing. We unlocked that to use it later on. Okay, okay. Got it. I got it. I like that. Also, we got an old cap. Nice. Got some more stuff. Okay. I was wondering why we didn't, like, shoot any grenades here. But, yeah, makes sense if it just unlocked everything. Yeah, I want to play more of this game. I might just play through the whole demo at some point, as in one or two more episodes. Can't talk and think and whatever at the same time. I just can't, is the thing. But this game intrigues me to no end. Like, story-wise. Because I am very interested in all kinds of history ever since I'm not in school anymore. History lessons in school were the worst. I had like bad teachers for that. I had a school system that really, or many teachers, I don't know if it was actually the school system, but just it always concentrated on like the same two things, like World War I, World War II, and nothing else. In like I know I've learned about the ancient Romans in what is it the first school, like after kindergarten, is it grade school or whatever, like from age 6 to 10 maybe. I learned once or twice about Romans. In higher schools, like higher levels of school, no, never learned of anything besides World War I, World War II, which again, important to know about, but other than that, like, okay, what about the rest of the world? What about the rest of, even the rest of Europe and all? Grand Relic of Mobility, and that's the Molten Relic. Okay, movement speed, plague resistance, mana. Interesting. Got new Blessed Gear, which is nice. Holy shit, it's already 50 minutes. Last time I looked at how long I've already been recording, it was like 25 minutes. So I thought, okay, another run and whatever. Yeah, that's been a while.
Conquistaste justiça para canudos, relojoeiro.
A senhora viu para onde levaram o conselheiro?
Ai, que alegria trouxeste ao povo do Monte Santo.
I mean, I've talked about how more real or realistic they all sound. The thing is that the more I hear from it, the more I notice how it is.
Compadre conseguiu nossa madeira de volta. Canudos viverá. Deus há de querer. Consertei as escadas para acessar o grande sino da nossa antiga igreja.
Nice.
Passe lá para ver.
Okay, we'll see what that can do in just a second. But yeah, the more I hear about hear from them, the more I realize it is also very like what did I was using like overplayed or played up basically. But the thing is, especially with the old lady, I've been to Guatemala. I've talked to people there like in Spanish and stuff. It still feels realistic because in places like that, they sometimes over pronounce, over enunciate, they overly like it still feels more realistic to me than like the English voice acting. Okay. Also, again, the art is so beautiful in this game.
A grande seca matou o pasto, o gado e até os mais bravos vaqueiros. Centenas de milhares vagaram sem rumo pelos caminhos do sertão. Canudos surgiu como uma luz de esperança para o povo que insistia em acreditar na misericórdia divina. Do Monte Santo fluiu leite e brotou o milho que alimentaram o rebanho do nosso Senhor. Mas aqueles que poderiam mudar alguma coisa em sua vilania viram na desgraça alheia uma maneira sórdida de continuar prosperando. A ganância do ouro. O anticristo estava sedento por sangue. Com seu ouro, seu ferro e seu fogo, banharam o Monte Santo com o sangue do trabalhador sertanejo. Mesmo os velhos, mulheres e crianças não foram poupados do massacre. E como um ritual demoníaco, mutilaram meu corpo para aprisionar a minha alma. Pois enquanto houvesse esperança no coração dos sertanejos, temiam que Canudos pudesse renascer. Meu filho, a nossa história está viva no resto do grande sino de Canudos. Você precisa restaurar o nosso legado. Todos precisam saber sobre o que de fato aconteceu em Canudos.
Holy hell. Holy shit, this is good. Holy shit, this is good. I mean, I'm gonna end the episode after we're talking. We're looking at the Great Bell, but my goodness, this game is gorgeous in every single way. When your number of total soul stones collected reaches a certain threshold, you will gain points to invest. Oh, great! So I don't spend my soul stones here. I just need to collect more and more. Press A at a node to invest a point. Alright, base damage plus 75. Lovely. And also unassign points. And now select confirm to apply your changes. I probably cannot... Yeah, I cannot unassign points because I applied them. Gotcha. But we got 450 out of 500, so... Oh, we already put 2 points in. And yeah, we need 3 points to unlock the 3 points put in to unlock the new thing. Okay, this is whoa. That is a lot. I love this game. Hell clock timer +1. Oh yes. Red portal allows you to skip previously explored areas. Oh, yeah. So this game basically doesn't only lend itself to speedrunning. This game wants you to be as fast as you can, to get as far as you can. This is
Meu bom conselheiro,
incredible.
vou resgatar a
This is
sua alma
incredible.
e a memória de Canudos.
I'm gonna put the link in the description for the Steam page for this game. The demo is completely free. Let me just check to see if release date March. Wait. No. Okay. Available July 22nd, 2005. Put it on my wishlist list. I have not. Alright, so the demo is out now. The game will be out on July 22nd this year. And I'm so looking forward to this. I'll buy this game day one probably. I will play through this game. Might do it on the channel. This game is something special. I love everything about this so far, and I can't wait to learn more about the conflicts and about the story that this is, or the history that this is based on. And of course, it's people who suffer through the greed of others. I mean, when is it ever not? Well, with that, I'm amazed. But thank you, nerds, so much for watching. I'm the Renegade Cactus, and I gotta run. Bye-bye.